Hey everybody, I'm back to do another Booktubeathon update for you all. I apologize for the way I look right now. I am so tired. I don't honestly even know why I decided to do Booktubeathon, because this week for me with work has been just absolutely insane. Crazy. It's day 6 already and I've only managed to read 2 full books and I'm like halfway through another one. So if you saw my day 3 update, you know that I finished Death Note book 2 of the Black editions, which has volumes 3 and 4 in it, as well as I watched the movie that goes along with this series. So I completed the read a book with pictures in it and read a book that has a movie adaptation to it. So I did that. My next goal after that was to start and finish a series. So I picked up Hex Hall by Rachel Hawkins. I started this one at the end of day 3 and finished it on day 4 with some time to spare. So I then started Demon Glass, which is book 2 in the Hex Hall trilogy. And I only got to chapter 17, which is 150 pages. And that's about where I am right now. My lack of makeup and anything on me right now is the fact that I have gotten maybe 4 or 5 hours of sleep the past 3 days, and it has nothing to do with Booktubeathon, like at all, which is really, really depressing to me because I was expecting to get no sleep this week, but I was expecting it to be because I would be up reading and not be because of work-related issues. Really disappointed in that, but other than that, I mean, I'm maybe next year, you know? Maybe next year. Anyways, so my goal for the very last day, since I am off of work tomorrow and actually can accomplish in doing some reading, is to finish reading Demon Glass, and then hopefully after that start and possibly finish the 3rd book, Spirit Bound. But again, we'll have to see. I'm gonna go ahead and do the video challenge for today as well, which is find 5 items from the books that you've read this week. So since I've technically only read 2 books, I have some items from Death Note that I want to go over. The first one being an apple. If you've read the Death Note series, you know that the death god or Shinigami that is primary in this book, his name is Ryuk. He absolutely loves apples and will do anything to get apples to eat, so I chose that. And then the other more obvious object from this series is a notebook, which I don't have, like a black Death Note. I actually used to own a real, well, not a real Death Note, not a working real Death Note, but a real Death Note that I got off like a cosplay website, but I lost it, so I just have a notebook here, and this is kind of my notebook that I write like video ideas and stuff down in. So there we go, a notebook. And then my last 3 objects are all from the Hex Hall series. The first one being, here is a necklace, which this one has like a pink stone in it, but in the book series, the main character and her best friend, who is a vampire, wears what they call as a bloodstone, which for vampires helps them do things during the day without, you know, catching on fire or anything like that. Yes, so this kind of represents the bloodstones, which are actually black in the books, but this is all I could find, so I have that. The next thing that I grabbed from this series was a broom. Obviously, Hex Hall trilogy is about witches, so there is a broom prominent in this book. When our main character starts training with the ghost of her grandmother, Alice kind of tells her, you know, go traditional, because witches, I guess, in the modern days don't fly brooms, but she said go traditional, and she starts learning to fly a broom. And so, yes, I picked a broom. Last thing I have to go grab really quick because I completely forgot to grab it. Okay, so the last thing from the Hex Hall trilogy I grabbed is a sword, which represents the Demon Glass sword that she uses at the end of the 1st book. Again, I have not read further than the middle of the 2nd book, so I could have grabbed more objects from those books, I'm sure, but since I haven't, I just kind of grabbed mostly objects from the 1st book. So this is supposed to represent the Demon Glass sword that she got from the cemetery at the end of the 1st one. I'm not going to really explain what happens at that, but just know that there's a sword involved. So actually, since I'm holding this sword, I kind of wanted to show you guys. It is actually a Game of Thrones sword that I got from a convention, so it says winter is coming, and then there are some wolves here on the side. I think it was advertised as Ned Stark's sword, but it actually looks nothing like the sword in the show, which is disappointing, but at the same time, it's still a really cool sword, so I have that. So those are 5 items that I found from the books that I've read this week. How's everyone else doing with their readathon? I actually have not been like watching many videos, maybe a few here and there. It cannot just be me, but with all of the subscription feeds being, you know, flooded with so many Booktubeathon videos, it's just so hard for me to watch everybody. So what I'm gonna have to do is kind of go through all of them afterwards, because there's just no way. I know I've missed watching so many videos and I want to watch all of them. I really do. Plus, when I do get time to read, I don't want to be distracted by YouTube and watching videos, because that happens to me a lot. So with the lack of reading that I've even done when I do have time, I've just been actually reading instead of watching videos. And it's kind of really late at night right now. I still have a few hours in day 6. I'm planning on actually finishing the second book today, so hopefully I get that done so that tomorrow I can finish the third book in the Hexhall trilogy and possibly move on to another one. If I can move on and read another book, I will probably be reading Can You Keep a Secret by Sophie Kinsella, so that it can knock out 2 more challenges in one go, and that is read a book with red on it and read a book from a genre that you've read the least of this year. Let me know how you guys are doing, leave comments down below, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!